Hey guys, this is going to be a short follow-up video. If you liked the video on envelopes, this is the envelopes in application. So I have done my January, and I was going to start this in December, but I decided to start it with the new year. The affirmation envelopes. So here I just have in there, you are productive, motivated, and unstoppable. And, super cute and tiny envelope. It's perfect. And like I said, this pearlescent really matches any theme I'm going for. Back here, I did let go letters. That's what I ended up doing right here. I washi taped off the mood key for my mood tracker, and I just put the let go letters around it. And these let go letters are pretty much anyone who has seriously harmed you in your past, and you're at the stage where you really need to let go of that. This is like years later. All of these are years later. Basically, I had a very abusive ex-boyfriend once upon a time, and just as I pulled out one of the cards, just as like an example of what you can put on there, and they're very affirmative, right? So like it's a let go, but it's also an affirmative thing, and that's just how they turned out for me. But I put on here, you tried to break me, but you couldn't even do that right. I'm stronger now than I've ever been. So it's, and I wrote front and back, but yeah, the back is really angry. Lots of anger. Anyone who's been through an abusive relationship understands that, and not all of these people are people I dated. This is actually the only person I ever dated that's on my let go letters. The others are different abusers from the past. But on the other side, it's very mean, not so affirmative. Stop taking your mommy issues out on the women you date. They don't deserve it, and you never deserved them to begin with. Very poison pen, and no one is ever going to see this. I decided to share that one with you guys, so y'all got to see mine. But no one else is going to see this but you, and it's not going to be staring up at you out of your bullet journal when you're flipping through. I really like for my bullet journal to be as visually appealing and visually stimulating for me as possible, and that's why I just put let go letters. I didn't put let go letters to my abusers. I didn't detail, I just put let go letters. Basically just things that you wish that you could say to these people, but that you know that you're not going to. And maybe they're not in this world anymore. Maybe they're deceased and you can't tell them these things. I find that it's very hard to move on when something like that happens. And these were just the most severe, right, of people who hurt me. There are lots of people, comparatively speaking, who didn't hurt me that much, but I'm still hanging on to those things. So for me, the let go letters were very important, and I made them a darker. This is supposed to look like a worn leather print on this paper. But that was very helpful to me. Like this definitely goes into like a mental health category of spreads. I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed making the envelopes. I really enjoyed writing the letters. As mean as they are, sometimes you have to let yourself be mean. You have to let yourself be mean sometimes, especially whenever you're in the recovery process. A lot of us don't go through the whole cycle of grief. We stop at anger because we don't let ourselves feel that anger, and then we're just stuck in the loop. And letting that anger out, letting yourself feel that anger is so therapeutic. Not to make this video too long, we're going to move on to a much more positive application. You recognize this from my vision board video, but It's a cute little vellum-y, plasticky envelope, and it's inspirations and ideas of 2019. And I already put a couple of things in there. Bethesda's office in Austin is looking for a Quest developer. It's very inspirational. I know that their location there in Austin does those kinds of things, and I would love to work in video games and writing, especially quest lines. Ideally, I love to world build, and that brings me on to the next one. George R. R. Martin's World Builder Scholarship for Clarion West. That's my goal. I want to get his World Builder Scholarship because it's all expenses paid to Clarion West, which is ideal for me. So that is that. My two little examples. And even though it's not quite 2019 yet, those all apply for 2019. So I went ahead and put them in. So I hope this video inspired you to utilize the envelopes in your bullet journal for whatever application you want. They can be envelopes full of happiness, little bits of happiness in there. They can be envelopes that let you release your anger in imaginary letters. And I find that writing those things down holds yourself mentally accountable. Or, if it's not a if it's not a mental accountability, then putting things down on paper is so therapeutic. There's a reason why, therapists are like, oh, maybe you should keep a journal. Maybe you should do this. Journaling is very helpful. If you're not in a financial space for therapy, journaling is great. And then when you get to therapy, you already know what to work on just by looking at what you focused on your journal. But I hope this video helped you. I hope that you enjoyed it and you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It would really help my channel. If there were any problems with this video, let me know because I'm trying to grow and get better and your feedback is so important to me. So I hope you're really enjoying the holidays. Bye-bye.